Hello guys, welcome to Tutorly. So I've been using the Atlas credit card for the past few weeks, and honestly, I only tried it because it kept popping up everywhere, promising 4 ICE higher approval rates and fast credit score improvement. I was seeing ads, reviews, and influencer posts talking about how easy it was to get approved, even with little or no credit history. I figured, okay, let's see if it's actually as good as it sounds, especially for someone like me trying to build credit responsibly without taking on unnecessary risk or debt. So the Atlas card basically positions itself as a credit building tool, not a traditional rewards or cashback card. It's kind of like a mix between a debit card and a credit card, which is an important distinction to understand going in. They report your payments to credit bureaus, but your spending limit depends on your bank account balance rather than a preset credit line. That setup is meant to reduce risk for both the user and the company. It's supposed to help people with limited or no credit history slowly build a positive record by consistently making on-time payments. When I signed up, the process was pretty smooth, especially compared to traditional credit card applications. The app is very mobile-focused and clearly designed for people who prefer managing finances from their phone. It took me maybe 10 minutes to set up, link my bank, and activate my card. Everything is done online. No physical paperwork or long verification steps, which I liked because it felt quick and modern. But here's where things started to feel a bit off once I got past the initial setup. They charge $8.99 every 4 weeks. That doesn't sound like much at first, especially if you're focused on improving your credit quickly. But when you add it up, it's over $100 a year, even if you barely use the card. That recurring cost is something you really have to factor in. While using it, I noticed it's more like a charge card. You're spending your own money, not borrowing, which means your credit utilization isn't quite the same as with a traditional card where you're managing a fixed credit limit. It does report to credit bureaus, so that's good, and that's really the main value here. But because your spending limit is tied to your bank balance, you can't really show consistent growth the way you would with a regular secured card. With a secured card, your limit stays stable, which can help demonstrate responsible usage over time, especially if you keep your balance low. Customer service was another issue that stood out to me. I had a small billing question, and it took forever to reach someone. There were long wait times, limited hours, and honestly, the replies felt kind of scripted rather than personalized. When you're dealing with money and subscriptions, that can be frustrating. I've seen a few similar complaints online from other users, so it's not just me having that experience. Now the good part. It does help you start a credit profile if you've got none, and that's where this card really shines. I saw a slight bump in my score after the first month, probably because of the on-time payments being reported consistently. For beginners, that early progress can be motivating. And the app itself is clean and easy to navigate, perfect if you like handling everything from your phone and want clear visibility into your payments and activity. But on the flip side, the ongoing fees make it feel pricey compared to other options that do similar things. If you're someone who's really tight on budget or already has fair credit, there are definitely better choices, like a secured card with no annual fee or even a credit builder loan that helps diversify your credit mix without a monthly subscription. So here's my takeaway. The Atlas credit card is legit, and it works for very specific people, mainly beginners who want an easy, app-based way to start building credit and don't mind paying for the convenience. It can make sense as a short-term stepping stone, but if you're looking for something long-term or cost-effective, I'd honestly skip it and go for a traditional secured card that lets you build credit without ongoing fees. That's just been my experience with it. Helpful for a short phase, especially if you're starting from zero, but not something I'd personally keep paying for every month once I had other options available.